After the big play, inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darius Leonard, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Going for it all. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
It seems like they've been running uphill all game.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
don't they? They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Throwing, Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, 34 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and now it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Williams. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They run it again with Williams. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. He had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys continue to pour it on.
in order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brissett to throw on first. Catch made here by Campbell. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 46 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Brissett, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That right now... That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Well, here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Slam, okay?
Staying on the ground with Mack. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On first and 10, Brissett. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. 23 yards, the final tally. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. On second and goal, Brissett, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Now Brissett. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
61, matchbox.
Mahomes going to throw it here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everyone.